Alright, in this video we're going to learn how to add minor chords to that song we learned in the other video, Away in a Major. And I'm assuming that you have that song pretty down, you can play it with those major chords, and you got it down. And now you can add minor chords, and I'm going to show you how much minor chords can add to the song. Okay, so but you're going to have more than just 3 chords to choose from for things to sound right for you. So, a little later on we'll learn the exact formula, which is actually called the circle of fifths, and we'll learn the exact formula of how to use minor chords and how I know what chord to actually go to and what minor chord to go to. Okay, so basically you have your 3 major chords in a scale, C, F, and G. Now these are your main chords in a song, in the scale. Those are your main primary chords. Okay? Now what we have other than primary chords are our secondary chords, and our secondary chords are based off the minor chords. Now we've already learned that your minor chords in the scale is off the 2nd, off the 3rd, and off the 6th. So that's D, E, and A in the C scale. So those are your 3 minor chords. So these are your 3 secondary chords. Now what a minor chord is actually, like you've already learned in the other video, that you can actually play the song with the major chord. But what the minor chord does is it actually, instead of just jumping from the C to the G back to C, you can take another route, you can take another way. Instead of just jumping from, like a big jump from the C all the way to the G, you can take little steps through minor chords and end up at the G. Okay, so that's, and it adds a lot more flavor and a lot more, a lot more to your piano playing. Instead of taking these big long jumps from chord to chord, now you're stepping smaller steps through the minor chords to get to that major chord. So that's basically what minor chords and these secondary chords are. They're the chords that are that their primary goal is to take you to the major chord that the song is wanting to go to. Like you've already learned that the song, you can hear when it's time to change, and the song is you just can't sit on the same chord you're at. You've got to change. Well, the minor chord will actually take it from way before it's time to change and lead it up to that major chord that it's wanting to change to. Okay, so let's take Away in a Major, and I'm going to show you how I can add minor chords to play this song. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start off on C. F, just like last time. To the G, like last time. Back to the C. From here I'm going to show you how to run the minor chords all the way to the G and then back to the C again, just like before. But we're going to add the A minor, the D minor, and then we're going to go to the G. Instead of just going straight from the C to the G, we're going to take that route instead. A minor, D minor, and G. So here's how I'm going to show you how to do it. Where am I? I'm at C. So normally it goes to F, A minor, D minor, okay, to the G, to the C. Okay, I'll redo that again because I kind of messed it up. Alright, so from the top. Back to the G, to the C. Okay? So from that F, F, we're going to go, instead of back to the C, we're going to go to the A minor chord. F. From the A to the D minor. Okay, so you have D in our left hand like that. F, A, and D in our right hand. That's a D minor. Okay, to the G, to the C. Okay, so what we did there was we added two minor chords in the scale to play that song a little bit more fuller than just jumping straight from the C to the G. Okay, so let me do it one more time and I'll show you. Okay, so that's how you add the two A minor chords into that song. So now that you got it all down pat with your major chords, add those two minor chords in the places that I showed you, and you'll see that the song sounds a little bit better, and we're starting to build upon what we've already learned. So that's the whole secret of this whole thing. You get a good foundation, your scales and your chords are your foundation, and then from there you start to build and expand upon that. So, and eventually after you've built long enough, well, now you can, you got a lot of things to choose from when you play, you're playing the piano. You can get to where you can, you can decide, your options for which chords you can play and which chord progression you can actually use. There's all different kinds you can use in certain situations. That's why no piano player really sounds the same that plays by ear. All right, so now that you have that, just get on that song and learn to play those minor chords into that song. And if you've learned any other songs, then try to see maybe if you can figure out where to put a minor chord in those songs too. But in a later video, I'll show you, it's going to be called the Circle of Fifths. I'll show you the formula, how to use minor chords, and how to use all the chords that are in the scale.